Selokhu kwaqala i-March and March ilwa nodaba lwabantu abala eSouth Africa ngokungekho semthethweni, sibone ama-politicians amaningi ahlukahlukene, ikakhulukazi lawa akwi-government, the-executives, ominister, deputy minister ngokunjalo njalo, bonke be-against i-March and March. Laba nje impela abaku-government sibabone bonke be-against i-March and March. Izolo ngithi ngingena ku-YouTube ngizithela lapha kwe-video ka-Deputy Minister we-Defence uGeneral Bantu Holomisa. Uyena kuphela engimuzwe ekhuluma into ephilayo nengcono mayelana ne-March and March. Ethi ngithi kuma-politicians wonke who are in government uyena phela okhuluma into epositive nge-March and March. Bonke laba abanye bathi ningazithathela umthetho, aninalungelo lokwenza lento eniyenzayo, it's only the law enforcement efuneka benzele yonke lo nto le bese ngathi laba bamashayo benza into wrong, babizwe ngawo wonke amagama akhona. uJacinta wathi sebefika esigabeni la khona bengasenandaba nokuthi ubabiza ngani, but futhi unelungelo lokubabiza ngani. If you wanna call them the vigilante group, unelungelo. Uma ufuna ukuthi bazinophobic, unelungelo, ngoba awulaleli wena abakushoyo futhi awubuki wena abakwenzayo, kodwa kunalokho uneyakho inhloso nje. Emveni kwemarch enkulu engomhla ka-30 lapho sesibona uhulumeni esukuma ngempela, siyabona kulezi insuku bayaboshwa abantu. U-Deputy Minister wakwa Department of Labour ubaba uJomo Sibiya naye simbonile yakumakhampani ehlukahlukene eyofuna ukubona bayacomplya nemithetho. Ningi into eyivelile lapho. uJacinta bambuza ukuthi ngokwakhe-ke njengoba uhulumeni ekhombisa ukungenelela ubona kanjani, nawe waphendula kanje.
What is the position of March and March now? Are we still calling for the undocumented foreign nationals to leave the country? What is the position?
Look, the problem hasn't been solved because, truly speaking, you have had only a few people leave the country. Majority of them are still here. You haven't created a barrier to prevent people who are coming into the country illegally from coming in illegally. We were talking this morning on radio, and one of the radio stations, and the Minister of Home Affairs was there, and we were emphasizing the fact that so long as you still have a visa-free entry and people are still coming into the country and you've got no means of tracing them when they refuse to go out, then you still have a problem, because a lot of people come into the country legally but end up staying illegally, and that problem hasn't been solved. We haven't solved the issue of illegal crossings from the borders. The borders are still only operational 25%. There's still millions of people still living here undocumented. Home Affairs still doesn't have enough capacity to deport them. So the problem is still there. You know, we might have seen a little shift in the movement, but it's not enough to solve the crisis.
Lezi nsuku ekwakhulunywa udaba likalo sesilo kuthiwa uChidima. Miningi ke imbono yakhe yavela maliqala ukukhulunywa ngawo abantu base-South Africa futhi behlukana phakathi. Kodwa ngithema ngena ku-X eyaziwa nge-Twitter, ngazithela lapha kwenye ivideo omunye umlungu wakhuluma something interesting. Cela uzwe la.
Here's the video about Chidima's legal representation, and I'm just going to say this. The more I've looked into this, the more interesting this gets. So here's the firm, Dassault Dabandi Attorneys. They call themselves thought leaders in South African immigration and citizenship law. And now we need to go back to 2024. Why? Because in November 2024, they wrote an article about how Chidima could win back her citizenship, which opens up as saying, despite Chidima and her mother having their South African ID documents and passports revoked by the Department of Home Affairs, there's one loophole she can use to win back her citizenship. Here is the loophole they're referring to if you want to pause to read. But now we should jump forward to 2025. Because it turns out this is the exact same law firm that is representing Chidima's mother. Stefanie Dassault Dabandi, an immigration lawyer, part of Rungo's team, said her client had abided by her bail conditions. It's the same law firm, guys. But it gets a little deeper, because just last month, she wrote an article strongly criticizing March and March's immigration enforcement deadline. It's the same person. But let's just be honest, this no longer appears to be detached commentary from an immigration expert. This is the same firm that publicly identified a legal loophole for Chidima, represented her mother, and now is taking on Chidima's case for free. Now I'm asking why? Is it for publicity? If you win this, you are the law firm that got Chidima back in the country. Or are you using this to set a precedent for more than Chidima? Because what happens if they win this? I don't know the answer, but the relationship definitely should be part of public discussion now.
Umbuzo efuna sibuzane wona njengabantu base South Africa ukuthi who's funding lama organization? Who's funding lama organization? And what is the intention ngokuthi afande lama organization, lama NGO? Akekho buza lo mbuzo ngoba ababona abantu abamnyama futhi abavikela abantu abala eSouth Africa ngokungekho semthethweni. Akekho ozobuza umbuzo njalo. Kodwa uJacinta sekuvela imibuzo eminingi abaze baqhamuka nenkulumo ethi cha ufandwa iIsrael ingakho kunje. Kodwa akekho obuza ukuthi lama organization lawa ahlalela ukusa iDepartment of Home Affairs ecourt njalo ukuze igcine inkantolo isekuyiyona ethatha inqumo ngokubuswa kwezwe ngoba phela siphila kwi-constitutional democracy. Isinqumo esithathwe enkantolo isona esigcina sesi-applya empilweni zabantu nsuku zonke. And okubhlungu lo mmelo okukhulunywa ngaye la uhlala kwi-office kwi-advisory board ka-Minister of Home Affairs uDr Leon Scribe. Nansi into ebhlungu nje kakhulu. Yena lo sisi uwazi wonke ama loophole ukuthi la singaphunyuka singaphuma ngalokho singenza lokho. Angikucaphunela ivideo kababa uGeneral Bantu Lomiso uze ukuthi utheni ngemarch and march.
Aba bantwana bayamacha esitratweni bathi implementani imithetho leni nayo. Xa besithi undocumented obviously bayaclear babathetha ngantoni. Ulapha ngabona usukaphi uzokwenzani. Information ifamily yabuzwa leyo xa usithi use South Africa. Ngoba nawo mama akho ubuthengise appeal akana ufika pha ngene eZimbabwe ethwele card box yama appeal ezothengisa appeal. Okanye umbona ungene sefaka icard box indawo yakhe yokuthengisa. So aba bantu bamachayo basikhumbuza into ba nisivulele iflats esingakwazi ukuzinqanda ngoku sicela ke ngokake ni implement imithetho.
Ubaba Olomisa la ushinto ehlukile kosopolitiki bonke futhi kakhulukazi abakwi government ngoba uthi labantu abamashayo babakhumbuza ukuthi aba implement imithetho kukhulunywa ngemithetho ukuthi implemented the immigration laws zase South Africa. Kanti why bebizwa kuthiwa they are vigilante group, they are xenophobic, they are afrophobic. Ukukhumbuza abantu ukuthi abagcina imithetho is it afrophobic or xenophobic? Mhlambe imo bengayazi definition. Kwakade vele isilunga ngisazi. Noma kuthiwa ngiyasazi angisithandi vele sengisiza ngalutho. Kodwa ke ngicela ungisize la comment section. Ngididekile ngempela. Ngabe ukukhumbuza laba abakufuna aba-enforce umthetho ukuthi abagcina imithetho noma aba-enforce imithetho lokho na ku-afrophobic na? If you are doing that, are you afrophobic na? Cela ungilekelele la comment section. Ukuthi uma nje wena ungama uthi hey nina gcinani imithetho applyani imithetho ngokwenza njalo ya afrophobic or ya xenophobic ya vigilante group uma ningahlangana nibe group nithi nina gcinani imithetho amaphoyisa wabopha abantu okungafanele babe la ama immigration officers awasukuma mengenyawo uma ukwenza njalo kuholela ekuthenini i-march and march igcina ibizwa nge-vigilante group okanye afrophobic okanye xenophobic. Ngabe iyona definition na noma yimini onga-understand ngoba phela sengike ngamlalela uJacinta ukhuluma into eyodwa umthetho wase South Africa sengike ngabalalela bonke ingakho ngithi kungithusile ukuzwa ipolitician elikwi-government ngicizela ngamabomu lo ngoba ngiyabazi ukuthi kunabantu ingqondo yabo enenkinga i-right ingqondo yabo babasangene abagoli futhi ngekhaya othi wena ukhuluma ukuthi i-politician lokuqala elikwi-government athi engani bani baye support i-march and march kodwa labantu okhuluma ngababekho kwi-government. Ingakho ngikucizelela ukuthi i-politician lokuqala elikwi-government noma ku-executive ngo u-deputy minister we-defense force General Bantu Mnisi. Kahle kahle fanele ngabe uye minister. Ngoba le gama elithi general akulona igama lakhe, i-title yakhe. Wayeyisocial umuntu. General ngokwe title yakhe kunje ngoba South Africa iqinisa lekho. Thatha umuntu obeka okay, ulungile. Angiyeke.